W- w- what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another uh podcast episode. This is episode 40, and on today's episode, we are going to talk about the character Hawk, mine and mine and my co-host Melissa's one of our favorite
Hey, Bon.
characters,
Yep.
and I am here with one of my co-hosts and my friend Melissa
Hey,
next
Bon.
to me.
Yeah. Hey, Bonsai. How's everybody's weekend going?
A
Hey, Superman fan.
Superman fan, what's up? Yes, he is one of the best. One of.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Yes.
All right.
Did you send the link to anyone else like CVO, Jake, in case if they wanted to join, telling them that you're gonna
I did.
talking about Hawk,
Yeah,
which was
I did.
CVO's idea.
Right. Um. All right. Shall we talk about the pictures first, or or what do you want to do?
Let's talk about the pictures first. That's the one that you said you wanted to do, right?
Yeah. All right. Um. All right. First, we have this. Um. Um. This scene right here got me, honestly.
Yeah, it got me too. I That was for the first moment. I really truly felt so bad for Hawk. No one deserves to be treated like that.
Right. And thank God that uh Cobra Kai and Johnny Lawrence uh uh um helped them out.
Yeah. Johnny said it best when Hawk became arrogant and full of himself. Johnny said it best. I made you what you are, not Kreese. And the
Right.
truth is, he would have been kicked out if Kreese had taken over that dojo from the beginning instead of Johnny. Hawk would not be Hawk. He would have been kicked out at first day one.
Right.
He only survived Kreese's lessons because of Johnny.
Yeah.
Because Johnny toughened him out. John toughened him up. Johnny made him Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. Yeah. He did. He
Yeah,
did.
exactly. Yep. So
He did.
Hawk needed a reality check, and I'm glad Johnny gave it to him.
Yeah. Um. And
That's a cool
oh.
That's a quote.
Yeah. Um, I think this is like weeks before the first All Valley, right?
I'm not sure if this was before the Olive Valley or after. I think it might have been before.
Yeah. Like a couple episodes
Yeah.
be- before, like 102 or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this fight right here.
I know. This fight was insane. And and Robbie like mocking Hawk's, like making fun of Hawk's hair.
Yeah,
Uh
that was funny.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, and the fact that Hawk injured Robbie's shoulder.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was not cool on Hawk's part.
Yep.
But in season two, um, Johnny confronted Hawk about it.
Yeah. Yep. And he made him pay for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's when they
The only
were,
thing,
and
yeah, I mean, and I understand Johnny doing that, but the only thing I wish is that he would have, like with what he did with Miguel, I wish he would have done with Hawk. I wish he would have explained to Hawk why he got like, just like he did to Miguel, the reason why he got so he got so upset with Hawk for doing that to Robbie. You know, he just punished Hawk, but yet Miguel he takes out to dinner and he explains everything to him.
yeah,
I mean, I love the Hawk. I love the Johnny and Miguel father son relationship, and so I
yeah,
get why he did it. But it's like, and as glad as I am that Johnny gave Hawk the reality check that he needed, he never really bothered to establish a relationship with Hawk. He just treated he I mean he treated Hawk basically like, I don't want to say treated him like garbage because that was what Kreese was treating Hawk like. Um, but he didn't he didn't really even try to
yeah, yeah. He really didn't.
he
Wait,
didn't
what?
even really try. Hey CVL.
Hey,
Hey,
yo, what's up?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Uh, um, we are going over the pictures.
Oh, from
Uh,
this picture, I want to talk about this real quick because this is
okay.
the thing I always want to talk about. Can we just talk about people are sleeping on the Hawk and Robbie rivalry? People are sleeping on that rivalry. Like, some of you guys are sleeping on that rivalry. Like, honestly, this might be a hot take. I like the Hawk and Robbie rivalry more than the Miguel and Robbie rivalry.
Well, yeah, I was just saying to CVO, I was like, this fight right here in this scene was pretty intense.
And what's even better about that is that this fight, right? You see this fight, right? You see Robbie as Miyagi-Do, you see Hawk as the aggressive Cobra Kai, and then now they did a full circle moment in season 4 where Hawk is the Miyagi-Do and Robbie is the Cobra Kai. I like the parallels here because this scene
I
kind
do
of
too.
parallels that.
Yeah, and I was just saying to Underground that like I as much as I love the Johnny and Miguel relationship, the father-son relationship, and I'm really glad that Johnny gave Hawk the reality check that he needed, that he desperately needed in season 3 by reminding him that he made him what he was, not Kreese, and that but I wish that they would have like I wish Johnny would have tried to have a bond with Hawk. He didn't
Yeah, I'm
try.
Right.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about that. I talked to a couple of friends about this on a TikTok live about the whole Hawk and Johnny thing. I feel like the whole Hawk and Johnny bond, it fell off after season 3. For being honest, bro, it fell off after season 3. Like after season 3, they stopped caring about that whole Hawk and Johnny thing.
They
You
never
can
really
tell.
did anything to it prior though, too.
Yeah, like
Like
that's like it pissed me off. And you know the scene where they're doing the flag thing, right, in season 6, part 1. What pisses me off is like Daniel is like over here saying, "Oh, we both know Hawk should be going," and I'm like, "Yeah, Daniel, I agree." And this guy Johnny, the freaking idiot, cares more about Devin going than Hawk.
yeah, it's exactly. It's like they don't it's like they never did anything like with his relationship. Like I'll give you perfect examples. Like when Hawk and Miguel found out about why Johnny got like so upset, like them pointing out that they just found out that Robbie was their son, Robbie was his son. He punishes Hawk, but takes Miguel out to dinner and to explain why to explain how much faith he has in Miguel and why he really got so upset with him and his relationship with Robbie. And it was like dude, you don't have to have a father son relationship with Hawk, but you couldn't do that with Hawk and just
You
like in
know,
one moment.
that's the funny part. If Johnny did had a talk with Hawk, like, oh, like Robbie's my son. You know the scene where the mall fight happened?
Right.
Yeah.
That would have never happened if you really think about it. Because
Exactly.
Hawk would actually listen to Robbie. He would remember what Johnny said. He'd be like, you know what? Let's fall back. Let's fall back. Because that whole thing, because Hawk's like, oh wait, that's his son. I can't attack him. So that's
Right.
why I kind of do wish we got a moment between Hawk and Johnny.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like I wish that Hawk that Johnny would have at least tried to form I'm not saying a father son relationship, but just like
No,
just like a bond.
yeah, like just like a bond. Like it's something similar to. Let me think of a good example. It's something like it's like Dimitri and Daniel. It's basically like that.
Right, exactly. And it's just like I wish that Johnny I love that moment between Johnny and Miguel, like that where he just explains to Robbie about how he failed, like where he just explains to Miguel how he failed Robbie. I wish we would have gotten like maybe just like a moment like with that, like between Hawk and Johnny, instead of just punishing Hawk and just taking Miguel out to dinner, like take them both,
Yeah, and
just
that's and
Yeah.
that's the
them
thing. I
both.
wanna. That's the thing, Melissa. If you're really thinking about it, Johnny, it's kind of your fault that Hawk went to a dark side. If you really think about it, because you're over here saying, "Oh, Miguel, this," but then when it comes to Hawk, you're like, "Oh, Hawk, do 20 freaking push-ups." I'm like, bro, that's why Hawk betrayed you, buddy. That's why he betrayed you. All right, buddy. And no, I'm gonna just say that's why Hawk betrayed you, buddy. That's the reason right there. Good. Oh,
They were just student and teacher, and that's it.
by the way, this pissed me off. This is one of the worst scenes I ever seen in my freaking life. I'm sorry. The whole thing of Dimitri being Hawk in this movie, it's so unrealistic if you really think about it.
I
You're
know,
telling me like Hawk
but
loses to this version of Dimitri. Like I'm like,
I
bro.
will say this though. I will say this. Given how Hawk treated Dimitri,
Yeah.
fully deserved to get kicked
You know
kicked
what?
into that cage.
I will say, this is better. I will say one thing. This is way better than what they did in season 6. That whole Hawk and Dimitri fight in season 6. Because that makes no sense to me. But this is
Yeah,
better.
I will
I,
say this. Like I said, I will say this. I know it's unrealistic, but let's face it, unrealistic things happen in the Cobra Kai universe and Karate Kid
and
Yeah,
universe.
that's one thing
So
I don't,
that is
that's
true.
one thing I don't,
I will say this. Hawk, given how Hawk treated Dimitri, he fully deserved to get kicked into that trophy case.
and that's the thing, the whole unrealistic thing. The one character that gets into a realistic fight scenes, and I know this is not a character from the stream, but I'm just saying, the one character that does get into realistic fight scenes is Robbie. Robbie's the
Yeah.
only character that gets into realistic fight scenes. That's it. The other
But I,
characters, they don't. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
yeah, I'm just saying. As unrealistic as it is,
yeah,
I
like everyone
fully
else is. Everyone else gets to unrealistic fights, and that's the problem I have with the show. And I feel like I might even talk about that one time in a video
right. But what
because
I'm saying is, as unrealistic as this is, I am glad that Dimitri kicked Hawk into that trophy case. It was fully deserved.
Yeah, and
yeah,
scored the point.
it's just I
Well,
just
yeah.
don't like it. Me personally, I don't like the scene.
And I will say this too: is that Dimitri really did practice all of the actually, whether it was even if it was even if it was subconsciously, did do all of the Miyagi Do teachings that Daniel had taught him, and it worked because he won
Yeah,
that. You know, he did everything he could to avoid fighting a Hawk, right down to just straight up running away. And it wasn't until Hawk like cornered him and gave him no other choice except to finally fight back. That's when he landed, and it was a kick too, kick right to the face, just like with Daniel with Johnny, and
yeah,
at the end of the Karate Kid. So I'm sorry, as like I agree fully that this was a very unrealistic fight, and in the real world, Hawk would have made mincemeat out of Dimitri. I am really glad, given how Hawk treated Dimitri. I
yeah,
am
yeah.
really glad that that Dimitri kicked Hawk into that trophy
I
case.
will say though, I know it's unrealistic, but I will give Demetrius some credit. At least he's not that plot armor king like Miguel is, which I don't want to
Right.
get into that whole plot armor Miguel king. I don't want to. Yeah, at least Demetrius not that person. I'm sorry, bro. Don't be
right.
Dimitri.
Yep.
Now I want to talk about this. Another thing people are sleeping on is the Hawk and Sam rivalry. People are sleeping on that rivalry too, bro. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
People are sleeping on this one. Like when I remember those days when people used to make edits of enemies to lovers edits
Well,
of
yeah.
these two characters.
Yeah, me too.
I
It's so
But
fun. It's
fully
funny to me.
disagreed with that. I
It's
fully
funny. No,
disagreed
here's
with
the thing.
that.
It's funny though because even Mary herself admit it was pretty funny because she's like, oh,
I mean,
you
yeah,
know,
hilarious, but it was not. It was hilarious.
I actually do. I will say, I don't mind it at all because I know I ship characters. I think character that doesn't make sense. I will say the one ship that doesn't make sense that I don't know why I ship is Quan and Sam. That one doesn't make sense at all. But this makes a lot more sense. And by the way, Hawk looks great in this scene. By the way, I just want to say Hawk, you look great. The red mohawk, bro, I miss
Oh
those
yeah, he
days.
definitely looks great. But I will say this: he was a jerk to Sam for no reason in this scene.
yeah,
I mean, he's right and he's wrong in the scene. I think he's right and he's
Right?
wrong. I think
I'd say he was all the way wrong. It wasn't
yeah,
Sam's
but
fault.
let's not forget. And Sam even said it herself. She did say it was her fault. She even said it herself, and
But it
that's
wasn't
one thing I
though.
will say. That's the one thing I will say that I like about season 3. Sam, she does admit when she's wrong. I like
Yeah,
that's one thing I like.
I'll admit that, but that school fight was not her fault. Robbie was
It's
the one.
not only her fault. I'm not saying it's just her fault. I think it's her fault. It's Tori's fault. It's Miguel's fault. It's Robbie's
Robbie
fault.
was the one that kicked Miguel
Okay,
off the
but
railing.
it's not only Robbie's fault though. It's not only Robbie. Yeah, he kicked him out, but who started that fight with him and Robbie? Miguel is the one that tackled him, and that's the thing people forgetting. Robbie, yes, what he did to Miguel is messed up, but Miguel, it's also your fault for starting the fight with him. You should have never done that.
But
This and
Hawk was wrong right here to blame Sam for
like people keep forgetting the whole Miguel starting thing. It's basically Quan starting a brawl with Robbie because both Miguel and Quan started a fight with Robbie. And
right.
people love to blame Quan, love to blame Quan, but Miguel was also doing the same thing in season 2. he was starting to fight with Robbie too. So I can't really just put the blame on Quan when it's that.
No, but I'm just saying, like in this scene right here, we're not, we're staying, to stay on topic. For Hawk to blame Sam in this scene was wrong on his part because
Yeah, it was.
I just disagree with.
it wasn't her fault that Robbie kicked Miguel off that railing, and for him to get mad at Sam for visiting Miguel was wrong. Was wrong.
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry.
said. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's right. I don't want to just say she's right 100% because she's not right 100%. Like, let's be honest, she's not right 100%. She's also wrong too. She's right and wrong. I
Well,
think Hawk.
she does have at least is somewhat fault for that school fight beginning, but Tori was the one who started it.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And that's the problem I have with people.
Yet
People
Hawk
need to
doesn't
stop.
blame Tori at all. Yet Hawk doesn't
And
blame
I
Tori
understand
at all.
also, but I don't want to just act like Hawk is not wrong either. He's right and he's wrong. Like, I think he's both right and wrong. I don't think it's like, oh, he's just right or he's just wrong. It's both. It's both right and wrong. It's both right and wrong. I don't.
Yeah. In this
Because, and that's the thing, people need to stop glazing characters saying, oh, this character didn't do anything. Oh, this character didn't do anything. Oh, this character didn't
I
do
would
anything.
say he's more wrong because of what he does after.
Yeah, I just want to say in the chat. I just want to read the chat. I haven't read the chat in a while. Season 1. Okay, I already read that. School fight was also Sam's fault because she shouldn't kiss Miguel.
I mean, yes, I do agree. That's why I said she does hold some fault for the school fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's right and he's wrong. I think he's right.
I know, but he's blaming Sam for Miguel for Robbie kicking Miguel off.
Yeah, but he wasn't only blaming Miguel. He wasn't only.
For some reason, he never brings that up to Tori, the girl.
Yeah, but you're only. Here's the thing that people forgetting. He doesn't only blame Sam. Do people forget the season 2 finale where he also blamed Johnny too?
That's right, but where is his blame for Tori for starting the school fight?
Now, I wonder if deep down, somewhere in Hawk's mind, he does blame Tori too. I wonder if somewhere in his mind, deep down.
But he never acts that way. He acts that way.
Maybe he's just hiding it. That's the thing people forget. He could be hiding, and he's been hiding a lot of things in season 3.
And let's not forget, and you also said too that it was that Miguel started that fight with Robbie. Why doesn't he blame Miguel?
I mean, why would he blame him when he's in the hospital? I feel like that's probably not a perfect time.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like honestly, in this episode, like I could forgive him if it was just like an outward scene. If he didn't steal from the Miyagitos who were actually trying to help Miguel while he was doing nothing to help Miguel out of his situation, I would say you're right. Yeah, you're right. But here in this moment, because of what happened, he is 100%. He is wrong. That he is wrong to blame Sam because Sam was trying to help.
Yeah, but wasn't that scene after this? I swear that scene was after this. Was this before? Was this scene?
This was after. Sam.
No, it was before. This was first, and then the whole thing of him stealing from Nate was after.
Right. That was still wrong.
So I can't really blame Hawk.
So it's like in this moment. So like in this moment, it doesn't matter. Sam was still trying to help. Sam actually didn't just. Sam apologized to Miguel, and like I said, it's like Hawk is blaming Sam for something Robbie did.
Yeah, but also I want to just bring this up real quick that people keep remembering. If we're being honest, when it comes to season 3
not the school fight.
Let me say something. When it comes to season 3 as a whole, it's both Hawk and Sam's fault for the whole thing that happened in season 3. Like Hawk doing something.
Well, season 3, yeah. Season 3.
It was both their faults.
This scene right here, though, he's not. If he had blamed Sam, saying it's your fault that the school fight happened, I would say you're right.
But I'm not talking about just the scene though. I'm talking about the whole season 3 overall.
I'm talking about this moment to stay on topic.
Yeah, but it is still on topic. I'm still talking about Hawk. It's still on topic. Like
I know, but we're talking about this scene right here.
Underground. Is it okay if I talk about another scene even though it's still the same character?
Wait, can I just finish? Hold on. Can I just
finish?
Right,
go ahead, Melissa. And go ahead.
In this scene right here, I mean, you're right. As season 3 as a whole, I would agree it's both Hawk and Sam's fault. But in this scene right here, this is 100% of. I feel it's 100% wrong of Hawk. because he's not blaming Sam. If you had just said that like it was her fault for the whole school fight, I'd say he's half right and half wrong. But he's blaming her for something that Robbie did. Robbie was the one who kicked Miguel off that railing.
Yeah,
Not
but he's
no,
still blaming
hold on,
us.
let me finish.
What?
Robbie was the one who kicked Miguel off that railing. Sam had nothing to do with that. That was Robbie's decision. Miguel let Robbie go, and he was the one who chose to get back up and kick Miguel off that railing. Yes, it was an accident. I agree with that. It was an accident, and emotions were running high on that moment. And Robbie did eventually apologize, but it was Robbie, not Sam. And for him to blame Sam for coming to visit Miguel because of something Robbie did was wrong. And Sam, she took the high ground in that moment. She took the high ground. She said, I don't care what you think. I just want to help. And she walked away, and that's exactly what she did. She tried to help Miguel, which is a lot more than I could say for Hawk in that episode, who did nothing to help Miguel out of that situation, out of that bed. All he did was just steal money from the money that she and the Miyagitos were raising to help Miguel through his surgery, and then have the audacity to donate it in their name, in Cobra Kai's name, knowing that they didn't do nothing to help with that money. So that's why I say Hawk was more wrong in this scene, in that episode. Now, you could argue that throughout the rest of the season 3 that it was both Hawk and Sam's fault, which I would agree with right there. All right, I'm done. Chosen, you can go. Is he there? Is something wrong? Did we lose connection?
I don't know. Hold on.
Yo, what's up, bro? I'm back.
Hey. All right. I finished. You can go.
Also, to be fair, I feel like when you said that Hawk didn't blame Robbie, are we gonna forget about the time where once Hawk saw Robbie in Cobra Kai, he got so pissed off that he was in Cobra Kai because he didn't want him to be in Cobra Kai because what he did to Miguel. So Hawk did technically kind of blame Robbie too, and he never even liked Robbie when he came to Cobra Kai. That's why he left Cobra Kai because he was there. Which you can't really blame Hawk for that. You can't really.
I'm just saying that he's blaming Sam right here in this scene for something Robbie did.
I mean, it's everyone's fault for what happened to Miguel. Let's be honest. It's everyone's fault. I feel like it's everyone's freaking fault what happened to Miguel. It's Robbie's fault, Sam's fault, Story's fault, Hawk's fault. It's freaking the whole school, bro. The whole school, bro.
Oh, I agree. That whole for the school fight, definitely.
Yeah, but it's also including the Miguel.
It was everybody's fault. I definitely agree. But Robbie was the one who kicked Miguel off that railing, not Sam.
It doesn't matter if she didn't kick him off. It's still everyone's fault what happened to Miguel. It's everyone's fault, not only.
Well, it is, but Hawk is blaming Sam for something Robbie did, and it was not Sam's fault that Robbie kicked Miguel off the railing.
It sucks to hear this as a Robbie fan. It really does suck to hear the Robbie fan because I freaking love Robbie, but people need to calm down a little bit and chill out. Like I see a lot of people say, "Oh, CVO, Robbie kicked him over." I'm like, okay, but who started the freaking fight? If the fight, bro, Robbie was over here. He's like, "Hey guys, chill out, bro. Sam, Tori, chill out, move aside."
And it was also too, if you want to think about it too, it's also Hawk's fault because he escalated the fight.
No, Miguel escalated the fight. Why did he freaking?
Well, because he was the one that was like, "So, oh yeah, let's go." He was
but before that, the fight didn't start before that. When Miguel tackled Robbie, And that's when Hawk's
No,
like, you
I
know what?
agree. It was like I agree. The whole
And
school
then, look, and
fight
listen, here's
was
the
the
thing that you
whole
keep
school
forgetting
fight
too.
was everybody's fault.
Here's the thing you're
I
forgetting
agree.
too. Here's the thing you're forgetting too. Miguel in that moment, that's Quan. If you really think about it, Miguel in that moment, that's Quan. Because
Like I
guess
said,
what?
I agree. The whole school fight is everybody's fault. But here in this scene, Hawk was wrong to blame Sam for something Robbie did.
Well, it's not
Robbie
only
was the
Robbie's
one.
fault.
No, I'm not saying it's not only Robbie's fault, but it's certainly not Sam's fault that Robbie was the one who kicked Miguel off that railing when Miguel let him go.
Miguel, I'm gonna be honest. Miguel, why are you even apologizing to this dude? First of all, you tackled him, right? And then later in the fight, you're like that move? Learn it from your dad. I'm like, okay, you
Yeah,
want to go there now? You want to go
yeah.
there?
Can
And then
we?
in the freaking top railing, he's like, hey, she doesn't love you, she loves me. I'm like, okay, Robbie, now you need to do something because this is literally trying to like mock you. And this is basically what I'm like saying, like, oh, Robbie deserves better, bro. I'm sorry. That fight, Robbie
He
deserves better.
does. I agree. Can we move on? Can we move on to the next scene?
No, see now this scene, all
Yeah.
right, this scene. No. People want to blame Hawk. This is the one scene where Hawk has every right to be pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
he
like
does.
he dominated that scene. Like even Tori was afraid of him in that
Like
moment.
Hawk, bro. This is the Hawk I miss. All right, bro. This is the
Yeah.
Hawk I miss. He was crazy. I think this is when he peaked. And also, by the way, Hawk was the go in the season. This is when he was at his. He was way more important in this season than he was in the freaking season 6. But yeah, and Brooks, you got destroyed in this scene,
He
bro.
deserved
Yeah.
it, honestly.
Yeah.
He
Bro,
deserved
honestly,
it.
I don't blame Hawk, bro, because you don't be talking about my lip right now. And bro, and Kyler, why are you laughing, bro, and Kyler? Right?
Oh my God.
Huh?
Uh, speaking. Oh my God. Speaking of the head cheerleader.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, get him, left. Like he had doubts in his mind, and this is where Kyler just became more like a dumb mook.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like, and after this moment, like seriously, like, I mean, and I'm so glad that, I mean, don't get me wrong, thought it was kind of brutal, but I'm glad that Hawk showed him what was up. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I really condone his what he did to Brooks, like him beating him over and over and over and over and over again like that. But it's like I'm glad Hawk stood his ground and showed them that they're not going to bully him anymore.
Yeah. And that scene was insanely awesome.
yeah. This is Hawk's last season before his character goes boom. By the way, this scene, now this you see,
Yeah, this
like
is
I
the scene
said
I was talking
before,
about.
like I said before, this is the last season. This season right here. This is the last season before Hawk's character just goes boom. And I love this scene, by the way. One of the
Yeah.
best scenes.
No, I this was the moment I talked about where Johnny gives Hawk a reality check. He
Right.
needed it.
Oh, by the way, Hawk's outfit in this scene looks cool. By the way, I was gonna say that. Red. I love Hawk's. I love the fact that Hawk has his red mohawk and a red sweater. That's pretty neat. And Johnny, you are speaking facts and scene. And by the way, that one moment where Johnny drops the kid's book after that speech, and then
Oh
that
my
was freaking
God.
hilarious. No, I can't lie, Ryan. Freaking Hawk. You can tell Hawk was kind of laughing a little bit. He was trying so hard not to.
Yeah.
For that moment right there. Now that's one of the best scenes we got in season 3, bro. This right here, bro. And I realized Edwin. You see Edwin in the back. You see Big Red. Is that Big Red?
No, it's
Is that
someone
someone
else.
else? That's someone else. Okay, I don't know who that
Yeah,
is actually.
someone else.
I know Big Red. I feel like Big Red was in the scene, and also Mikey and who's the other guy? Rickenberger. By the way, bro, I miss Mikey and Rickenberger, bro. They were the best in season 3. I don't know why they removed them, bro.
I
Honestly, for
think
season,
something to do with their stunt doubles. I think.
I think so. And bro, the season 3 Cobra Kai is still my favorite version. I don't care what's it. Even better than the Korean Cobra Kai, bro. Like season 3 Cobra Kai were an actual threat. Like the things they did in season 3, you can clearly tell they were the biggest threat.
Yeah.
Like this version with Hawk too. I love this scene by the way. I think this is the opening of episode 8, right? From what I can remember.
I think so.
Yeah, this was the opening. Tori and Hawk in the top
Yeah,
in the top in the front.
Hawk looks so determined in that scene.
Yeah, this you see now this dynamic in season 3 was peak. I
Yeah,
can't lie. Tori and Hawk, and you got Tori Hawk, you got Kyler, you got Robbie, bro. If Hawk was still in Cobra Kai with Robbie and Kyler and Tori, Miyagi fan does not stand a chance. I'm sorry, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna say, if Hawk never redeemed, bro, Miyagi Fang is losing, bro. I'm sorry because I mean Hawk was the key for Miyagi to winning. That's what I'm saying. If he was still in Cobra Kai, they
Yeah, and
would
then
have
they
never lost.
nerfed him. And then they nerfed him, unless they nerfed him like they did in season 5, just in Cobra Kai though.
Yeah, but even if he's nerfed, you still have Robbie and Tori and I feel like I'm sorry, but Miyagi fans not losing. And people might say, oh, but Siva, you got Miguel and Sam. What is Miguel and Sam gonna do against Hawk, Robbie, Tori, and Kyler? I'm sorry, especially the fact that Miguel wasn't at his best in season 4. So
Plot
I mean,
armor. They'll use
I
the
mean, the
plot
only
armor.
person, the only person that might stand a chance is Sam in that team because Sam is actually pretty good in season 4. But everyone else, I'm sorry, everyone else is losing, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
They'll use the plot armor. That's what they always do.
I mean, he's not. They're not gonna use the power because Miguel got injured. That's why.
Well,
Um,
they seem to do that a lot of plot armor, because how else do you think Daniel became a Null Valley champion twice, despite only having like a couple of months training and
that
6
is
years of
true.
training? So it's like
I mean, yeah, that is true. And
lot
by the way,
lot more
this scene,
dogs exist in that dojo.
by the way, this is one of the darkest scenes I ever watched in my
Yeah.
freaking life, bro.
It
I'm gonna say right now, when
really
I
was.
first saw this scene, I was just jumping out of my seat, bro. Bro, that whole fight. Like, I'm not just talking about him breaking his hand.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the whole fight scene, bro. I'm like, bro, you got freaking Sam fighting Rickenberger and Hawk. You got freaking Mitch fighting Chris. You got Mikey and Edwin. Everyone else freaking fighting everyone else. I'm like, bro, this scene is peak. And you know what else is peak about the scene? I love the way they show this fight and the Juvie fight with Robbie. Like the way they switch it back and
Oh
forth.
yeah, at the same time.
Yeah, that's sick. And the fact that Sam and Robbie were striking first was so well written. Like both
Yeah, it
both
was.
Top Miyagi-Dos striking first, bro. Like now that is peak, and that's why the episode's called Miyagi-Do because they're striking first,
Yep.
and it's peak. The season 3 is peak. All season 3 is peak, bro. I'm not kidding. And then you got Tori with that freaking terrible wig. By the way, I don't like that wig that Tori has. Sorry, bro.
Was that a wig, or was that an actual dye job?
I think I don't know because someone told
I
me.
know that episode 2 it was a wig and it looked awful. I think this one, I think she might have done. I think Peyton List might have dyed her hair because of how awful that wig was.
Yeah, I just don't like her hair in season 3. I'm sorry, bro. That does not look good. Thank God they changed it in season 4. But Hawk here, bro. Hawk broke Dimitri's arm. And by the way, this is both Hawk and Sam's fault. This fight scene is both Hawk and Sam.
Yeah.
Sam started it, and Hawk broke his arm, bro. I'm sorry. Both of them. I don't know what they were
Yeah,
both
no,
doing.
I'll agree. This was both Sam's fault. Although I will say that Hawk was actually the one who was he was antagonizing. He was stealing from Chris.
Yeah.
He was the one he was stealing from the guests. Like, I agree that Miyagi Do should have. I do agree that they should have reported it instead of going down there to fight them. But like, they may have struck first, but Hawk was the one that antagonized it first.
I just feel like honestly, this season, like this particular season, I feel like I see like I don't know if it's just me, but both Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do were the bad guys this season. Like both dojos were the bad guys this season. If you really think about it, because Cobra Kai did some things bad. Miyagi also did some pretty.
I think Kreese was the bad guy. I think
Yeah, Chris the bad guy, but I'm just talking about the
Cobra
like
Kai and
particular
Miyagi-Do
dojo.
were just. I think Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do were just like pawns, antagonistic.
I mean, if we're talking season 4, then Miyagi-Do is the villains for season 4, especially with what they did in season 4. But this season, I see more of Cobra Kai being the villain, which I actually do like that. And that's what I miss about the show when it comes to earlier seasons. I miss when Cobra Kai was the bad guys. Like, I miss those days because the newer seasons, like, I'm sorry, the threat for the newer season just does not work for me compared to the threat for this season where you have Hawk, Rickenberger, and everyone else in the background. Like, I loved season 3. And Hawk, bro. Hawk was a menace this whole season. Um,
Yeah.
he was the highlight this season. I feel like he was the highlight this season. He was going crazy this season. I'll always say that. I miss this version of Hawk, bro. I miss it, bro. Why can't they bring this version back, bro? Damn
Oh,
it.
do you know who Hawk reminded me of with all that red?
What?
Uh, Darth Maul.
You know what? I do. And you know what's crazy? Hawk, you know what kind of vibe the Hawk kind of gives me when it comes to season 3 and season 3? And someone actually brought up a good parallel. I feel like Hawk is kind of like Johnny from the movies. If you really think about it, because he lost his girl, right? He lost Moon, and Johnny lost Allie. That's why I'm kind of
Yeah.
paralleling.
True. I'd actually say that he was more like Dutch.
I think
For
he's. I
real.
think he's mixed with Johnny and Dutch in season 2 and 3. I think he's both Johnny and Dutch because he's definitely more like Dutch, but he's kind of also like Johnny too. I think 20% Johnny and 70% Dutch. That's how I would say it.
Well, Hawk was the one who threw popcorn.
I mean, you can also say he's also like Daniel a little bit too, if you really think about it. He's also a little bit like Daniel too. I
How?
think. I mean, he got bullied. That's the only reason why I think he's like kind of like Daniel too. I mean, mainly because he joined Miyagi though. That's probably why he's kind of like Daniel. But when it comes to like, if I had to like say which one he's more like Johnny and Dutch to me. Because for
Yeah.
Johnny, he lost Moon.
Yeah,
That's what.
I'd say. I mean, the only really comparison that you have is that they both were bullied, but other than that, that's about it.
For Johnny and Dutch, like yeah.
Well, yeah, I was talking about Daniel and Hawk.
And Daniel Hawk. Now this is a great scene, by the
Yeah.
way. I love this scene. His redemption arc, and bro, this
Yeah.
whole season where Hawk, bro. I just love him in the first 3 seasons. That's all I'm gonna say. I love him in the first 3 seasons. And by the way, Dimitri was great this season too. Just gonna say.
Yeah, yep. I was glad they got there, and I love that color, the
Bro,
purple.
they wasted this purple.
Yeah.
But why did they
They
waste?
really did. They
Yeah,
really did.
Like honestly, you could have just had it for the rest of the season. Like honestly, it would have been so. You know how cool it would look if he had his purple mohawk and the Miyagi-Do gi, bro, in the tournaments. Like that.
Yeah.
No, that would be
That,
cool. I feel like the writers kind of made a big mistake on that because the purple mohawk was so cool, and even Moon herself liked it. By the way, but yeah, this whole mohawk, and I love how he's wearing a purple shirt too. He's wearing a purple shirt with the mohawk. Yeah, great scene. By the way, this scene was great. Him and Dimitri, the scene was great.
yeah, yeah.
and I think Moon said that it symbolizes something.
Think like Serenity or something.
Wait, what did someone say in the comments? I haven't looked. Bert,
Um
Bert was there too. No, Superman fan. Superman fan. Kreese kicked Bert out in
um
episode 2.
Yeah,
I want to say it symbolizes enlightenment.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I think that's what she said. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's either
By the
Serenity
way,
or Enlightenment.
speaking of Moon, by the way, I gotta say, bro, out of all the girls in the show, Moon is the best one. I'm gonna just say she's the best
Yeah,
one. I think she's better than Zara. I think she's better than Yasmin. I think she's better than Sam and Tori.
Yo,
I think
Yeah.
she's the best.
Moon was the most positive one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's loyal, and she's a
I
loyal
feel like.
girlfriend to Hawk too. Like she's so loyal. Even Hawk is loyal to her, bro. In the scene where we saw Maria dancing, Hawk didn't cheat on Moon, bro. He was like, nah, I'm not cheating on my girl. She's loyal.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta say, bro, Hawk and Moon, bro, underrated, by the way. And by the way, this is an underrated duo, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, despite season 6, this is still an underrated duo.
Yeah. I love this shot. This was a great shot.
Yeah, this shot where the way she's just taking my Yasmin, Hawk's like, yeah, that's your girl. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this scene, bro. This scene made me sad, bro. Like this whole
Yeah.
Yeah,
scene,
me
bro.
too.
Bro, when I saw this, I was actually kind of tearing up a little bit. Like I know I don't like season 4 as much, but this is one of the scenes where it actually made me tear up a little bit because Hawk did. And by the way, I love Robbie. Like you know me as a Robbie fan, but Robbie,
Yeah.
why did you do that, bro? Why did you do that, bro? Like come on, bro. Like I get
Cobra
Hawk.
Kai. Because he's Cobra Kai now.
Yeah.
Like I get what Hawk did to Kenny, but Hawk was only trying to. And by the way, why did you go after Hawk? Robbie, you should have went after Bert and Nate. They're the one that was bullying him. Like they're the one
Well,
that
because
actually.
he's going by what Kenny told him, which was the
Bro,
dude with
Kenny,
the mohawk.
Kenny, do you not see Bert and Nate right there next to Hawk, bro? I'm sorry, bro. Kenny could be kind of
So
dumb.
you can blame Kenny for that.
But yeah, Hawk didn't deserve this. I think it's a sad moment. It's basically
Yeah.
the tragic downfall of Hawk. If you really think about it from this, Oh, by the way, this fight.
Something else that's funny too is
Yeah.
that people actually still blame Sam for Hawk getting his mohawk taken
Okay,
off.
bro. I know. Listen, I know. I was getting mad about Sam about season 3, but why are we blaming her for the bro? Here's the thing: you Sam haters keep forgetting. Sam wanted to fight the Cobra Kai's. So
Yeah.
actually, Sam was trying to protect Hawk. If you really think about it,
Mhm.
if you really look into it, because if they fought Cobra Kai, I don't think Hawk would get his mohawk shaved. If you really think about it. So Sam was trying to help Hawk. If you really look into the logic. So you guys are wrong, by the way. You Sam haters are wrong about that.
Mhm.
But by the way, this fight, I wish it continued, bro. This is one of the most underrated fights, bro. I wish it was longer, bro. But of course, Miguel got his.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
His back got, and he falls to the ground, bro. Like it's just sad. And you know what's
Yay!
you know what's funny underground about
What?
Miguel? You know what's funny? The semifinals underground. The semifinals is a big curse. You know why?
Why?
Robbie got injured by Hawk in the semifinals, right? Miguel
Yes, he
injured
did.
himself in the semifinals, and Axel injured Robbie in the semifinals. The semifinals is cursed underground.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like it's really cursed, bro, because everyone's getting injured by every semifinal match, bro. Like I feel bad for Hawk. This is like the second time someone got injured right in front of him.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, this fight was great, by the way. I love this fight. I wish it lasted longer because it was such a good fight. I think it's one of the best fights in season 4, honestly.
Yeah.
Now this fight, this is the best teen fight in the show, bro. Still, to this day, bro, it's still the best one.
Yeah.
Never got topped yet, bro. Because you got Robbie and you got Hawk, bro. You got Miyagi-Do Hawk, you got Cobra Kai Robbie fighting it out, bro. This fight was peak, bro. The whole thing was fun. It was freaking peak, bro. All right. Yeah. We got Sam in the background looking nice. Not trying to simp underground.
I didn't say nothing.
You didn't say nothing underground. All right, bro. But Sam looks good in that scene, right? I will say, bro, underrated take underground. This is Sam's best look in the show, bro. Like I love her hair in this tournament.
Hey, honestly, for me, I felt like this fight, was like an hour.
Yeah, it felt. Yeah,
This is yeah. I said
It
this
felt
before.
so well deserved.
It's still the best teen fight. I don't think that Miguel and Axel's fight never even topped this fight. I don't think that fight even topped this fight. This fight's
Yeah,
still the
like
best one.
honestly, this fight is so underrated and so underappreciated. I
It's
mean,
so good, bro, because the lighting looks so
great.
good. And bro, you know the way they shot both of the fighters, the way they shot both of the fighters in the fight was so well done. You can actually see the fight so perfectly. And by the way, Underground again. This Underground again. This is
What's up?
Sam's best look, okay? Underground, this is Sam's best look. All right, Underground.
Okay.
All right, Underground. This is her best look, bro. Like, listen, I love her look in the Sakai Takai, but this look right here that she has in the background, best look. And this scene, by the way, with him winning the trophy, great moments. But you know the sad part is, Underground? It's a great moment, but you know what the sad part is? After the moment, it's pretty bad for Hawk.
Yeah.
Damn it, writers, why you gotta nerf my boy, bro? Oh, I don't want to even talk about this. Pissed me off, bro. This right here pissed me off, bro. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my freaking life. You're telling me Kenny could beat Hawk? He could beat the All Valley champion.
Oh.
Bro, this fight scene pissed me off, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Damn it, bro. Now we gotta talk about the tragic downfall of Hawk Underground. Now we have to talk about the tragic downfall.
Okay.
Why is Hawk losing to Kenny of all people, bro? Like, listen, if he was Yoon, like, imagine, right? Imagine if Yoon or Quan was in season 5, right? And they're the ones that are fighting Hawk. I will be okay with that because that's more believable. But Kenny, nah, bro. Nah, bro. You see, I know I was talking about unrealistic, but this is the most unrealistic thing in the show, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, what am I watching, bro? Honestly, bro, I love season 5, but this is one of the worst things about season 5.
Melissa, do you have anything to add on?
I think she's. I don't know if she's from back.
Hold on. What was the question?
He's talking about this scene right here, this fight scene. You got anything to say?
That fight scene. Oh, that fight scene was so god. They nerfed Hawk so badly. Hawk should wipe the floor with Kenny in the scene. I mean, I'm not saying that Hawk didn't deserve to get taken down a peg or two by Kenny, but I mean, because he kind of did. But in this moment, I'm sorry. Like they nerfed Hawk so badly.
I agree. And Melissa, I was talking to Underground about this before you came back. I feel like it would have been better if Yoon was the one that was fighting Hawk instead of Kenny. Because that would be more believable if Yoon was the one that beat Hawk in this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is season 5. Yoon wasn't it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what if, like, you know, what if there's one of, like he was in. Because I feel like, and that's a big problem I have with season 5. Like, if you're gonna bring in big threats for Cobra Kai, you should bring Korean Cobra Kai in season 5 because I feel like in this scene right here, if it was Hawk and Quan or Hawk and Yoon fighting each other in this moment, I'll be like, you know what? It's more believable because Yoon and Quan are like experienced. I'm like, okay, Hawk, I know you're good, but they're way better probably. But Kenny, bro, I'm sorry, Kenny, you're not that good, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
He only beat him through a cheap shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Underground, this is an underrated Mohawk.
Oh. Yeah.
I feel like they should have kept this Mohawk in. They should have had this Mohawk be in part 2 as well.
Honestly, I do too. Honestly.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but the USA Mohawk wasn't it for me, bro.
It was alright.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like if he had this Mohawk in the Sakataka, I would like it more because it looks a lot more cooler. You know, the turquoise color looks so cool.
Right.
And and even with the outfit he's wearing in the scene, bro. Like it's such a cool mohawk. I am a little sad that Hawk didn't really get to fight in part 3. Like I wish we got one fight with him before the show ends.
Um. Well. Well. Um. Well. He did help out in part 2, though.
I will say he did help out in part 3 where in the opening of episode 12 where he was sparring with Robbie.
Yes. Yeah.
That was cool. And he even sparred with Miguel too for a bit. But this is a great fight. Bro, we need to talk about these two in season 6. These two pissed me off in season 6, bro. I'm sorry, bro. These two right here, bro. Like, bro, this guy right here. You see the guy right here? He's talking about MITO, 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 this. And then, bro, Dimitri, no one cares about MIT, alright, bro? No one cares, bro, alright? We're over here trying to focus on the tournament, bro. You know, we're talking about MIT, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
He talked about MIT all through season 6.
Oh,
Bro.
God, you just shut up about it.
And, bro, I'm sorry, but Dimitri beating Hawk in part 1 makes no sense to me. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
I agree.
Like, I know-
Even Daniel said, "We both know Hawk should be going to Johnny."
Like, this is worse. Like, I will say, this is worse than Hawk losing to Dimitri in season 2. Because now we're in season 6, and Hawk is the All Valley champion. I'm like, bro, there's no way he lost. And you know who else he lost to in season 6? He lost to freaking Devin, bro. He lost to freaking Devin at some point. I'm like, bro, what?
Yep.
How do you
But
lose to
yeah,
Devin?
and you know what I find so hilarious is that Hawk was actually on Daniel's list, while Johnny probably didn't even have Hawk on his list, and like he was
Let me
okay
see.
with Hawk not going. Like I was like, come on, Johnny, like seriously. It's like Daniel was right. I'm sorry, Daniel was right in that. Daniel was right in that episode. Hawk should have been going no matter what.
Who was on Johnny's list? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Miguel, Robbie, Tori, Sam. No, Hawk was on his list. I think it was Hawk and Devin too.
No, that's what I said. No. Well, no. Johnny didn't actually say his list. He just said his 6th. He just said Lee.
Yeah,
Devin.
but I think Hawk was on his list though, but he didn't say it because like someone even posted this on Instagram too. Like I think it was for Johnny's team. It was Miguel, Robbie, Tori, Sam, Hawk, and Devin. And for Daniel, it's Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Anthony, and Hawk. For Daniel.
No, I think it was. I mean, he didn't say his list, but
I already know their list though. I
Johnny
already know
didn't say his list, but I guarantee you, Hawk was not on it because
it was though. It was though.
How do you
Here's the
know?
thing.
He didn't say. He didn't say.
Yeah,
his
but
list.
someone told me. I was even talking to a friend.
Well, somebody told you, but they don't know. Johnny
yes,
didn't
but here's
say.
the thing though. I think Hawk was on his team though. I don't. There's no. I'm sorry. I know Johnny doesn't really care about hockey anymore, but there's no way in point. Because there's no way Johnny would put Kenny on his list. Because Johnny wanted Devin over Kenny, right? So there's no way Johnny put Kenny on his list. There's no way you put Anthony on his list. And there's no way you put Dimitri on his list because I don't think Johnny really thinks Dimitri's that good. So the only people he has is Robbie, Miguel, Tori, Sam, Hawk, and Devin. Those are like the only people.
Honestly, given how Johnny treats Hawk, like they don't even have that relationship, and he was okay. Like he didn't say anything when Hawk wasn't going, and it was like, and it's like, okay, seriously, John Hawk was your student longer than Devin was, and
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That whole thing.
I guarantee you, Hawk was probably not on Johnny's list.
But Daniel's, I'm sorry, Daniel's list is worse though because you got freaking Robbie, Miguel, Sam, Anthony, and Hawk. So you put Anthony over Tori.
Well, bro. Yeah, I agree. Anthony should not have been on Daniel's list at all.
That is worse because you have Anthony. And here's the thing: if let's just say we got Daniel's list in the term, right? Let's just say you got them in the second category. You got Miguel and Sam. I do feel like Miguel and Sam would probably carry because they were the only ones that actually cared. I feel like they would carry.
Honestly, Devin and Anthony should not have been on the list.
None of those two should be on the list. Not even Dimitri, bro. Dimitri should have never been on the list. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like in regards to the younger, Devin and Anthony, should not have been on either men's list because they were too young, too inexperienced.
Can I be honest with you? I have a hot take.
Okay.
I would have rather had Devin over Dimitri.
Hmm.
Because here's the thing people keep forgetting. Now,
Actually,
yes, Devin could be
I would have had
Devin could,
Kenny. I would have
Devin
had
could be. Here's the thing though. I'm just talking about Dimitri and Devin though, because those two are like the ones that people like. Because Devin, despite Devin being bad, she got out 2 Dublin Thunders on her own, where Dimitri got none in the tournament. So I would have rather had Devin over Dimitri if that was.
I mean, that's true, but honestly, if I had to take my pick, I would actually pick Kenny over Dimitri.
Kenny, yeah, you could even put Kenny. I'm just saying, like, in regards
Yeah.
of if there's an option where I have to pick either Dimitri and
Devin
Devin.
and Anthony should not have been on the list. And not because I don't like them or anything like that, but it's just because they're too inexperienced. I mean, Kenny is in it. You can argue that Kenny is inexperienced, but I mean, he is experienced. He is somewhat experienced enough to where maybe not to go to an international tournament, but at least to survive it, you know?
I
At
mean, you can
least
even say the same with Dimitri, but I will say, and I do blame the writers on this because Dimitri is supposed to be very good, but I don't know what the writers were thinking when they're writing season 6. Like, oh, we gotta have Dimitri be so bad in the tournament. I'm like, bro, no. Why are you making Dimitri so bad? Bro, Dimitri's performance in the All Valley in season 4 was so much better because
Mhm.
you have this guy freaking make it to, I think it was the semifinals or the quarterfinal. I don't remember what it was exactly, but he was fighting Robbie. And I gotta give it to Dimitri, bro. The fact that he almost got that 1 point on Robbie was actually kind of impressive. I will give freaking Dimitri some credit, bro. But yeah, this season though, I don't know what the writers were thinking. Like oh, by the way, this is this scene right here. Can I say something about Hawk real quick about this scene?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine if Hawk was the one that fought Axel. Now, people might say, oh, CVO, Hawk isn't going to get destroyed. He's not going to get any points. That is not even true one bit. People keep forgetting. Hawk literally made the machine to beat Axel. So I actually think, now, obviously I don't think Hawk is going to win, but I actually think Hawk would have at least get 2 or 3 points on Axel. Because he made the machine, so he would probably get like a point or two. But obviously Axel is going to change his stance, his second stance, because that's what he did on his fight with Robbie, and Robbie was so surprised. But I feel like Hawk would at least stand at least a kind of a chance against Axel if he was the one that fought him instead of Robbie. And honestly, can I be honest with you guys?
Okay.
Someone even said this to me earlier. I would have rather had Hawk replace Quan over Miguel. I would rather have Hawk take over as Cobra Kai's captain.
Okay. Um. Um.
You want me to explain why Underground?
Sure. Good.
The reason why I say Hawk should take over Quan's captain spot instead of Miguel is because I feel like it would be such a great redemption for Hawk because he didn't like Robbie in the past seasons. I feel like Hawk taking Quan's place and Hawk avenging Robbie would have been so much better. It'll be so unpredictable because people think, oh, Miguel's gonna take Quan's spot. It's so predictable, but no, it's Hawk, and I feel like
Right.
it's been so much better because that'll be a great redemption for Hawk. I actually like that more, honestly.
Yeah, but in all honesty, though, I mean, they as much as us fans feel really bad that they nerfed Hawk, Miguel is the Karate Kid of this show. And
I just don't.
He was Johnny's first student, so it does
I
bring the full
understand that,
circle.
but that
It is a full circle moment.
I understand that, but I didn't like it me personally. It was too predictable. I don't like when the show get really predictable. Like
I know, but we all knew.
Hawk. Now Hawk.
We all
No,
knew it was going to happen. We all knew that Miguel was
Yeah, but-
somehow going to get the captain spot.
and that's why I don't like the newer seasons of Cobra Kai because when it comes to earlier seasons, at least the earlier seasons were unpredictable. Like I never thought the Hawk would win the All Valley. I thought, oh, it was 100% gonna be Robbie because freaking Robbie had been
It's like
studying.
once the Hawk won the All Valley, they were done with this character. So again, it's a full circle moment for Miguel as a character to be the captain, to win an international tournament.
It was a full circle moment, yes, but it wasn't building up properly. It wasn't building up properly.
You're absolutely right. It was not built up properly the way that it should. But the thing of it is, the people that everyone needs to remember is that Miguel was Johnny's first student, and he started out as Cobra Kai. It makes sense that he ends the show as Cobra Kai.
I mean, you could still end the show with him and Cobra Kai. It doesn't have to be
No,
him
but
winning.
him winning as Cobra Kai is what I mean.
Well, I don't like. I would honestly, I even would rather have Quan win as Cobra Kai than Miguel. I'm not saying a lot because at least Quan winning would have been so much better than Miguel winning. I would rather have Quan, Hawk.
Quan was a one-season villain, and he wasn't even a full-season villain.
Yeah, but I would rather have Quan win over Miguel. Even Hawk, even Robbie, if Robbie somehow took Cobra Kai's place.
But why?
Because it's less predictable and it's actually good writing.
But we all knew that was going to happen. We said it from the beginning that either it was going to be Miguel or Robbie. And
why didn't they have Robbie win then?
It was honestly going to be more Miguel because Miguel was again Johnny's first student.
Yeah, but here's the thing
that people Johnny's Cobra Kai, and it was Johnny's Cobra Kai that won.
Yeah, I understand that, but
not Silver's, not even Master Kim's.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like me personally, if I was writing season 6, I would have rather had Robbie take the place as Cobra Kai's captain over Miguel, because the thing about Robbie is he wins as Johnny's Cobra Kai. The first time Robbie finally joins as Johnny's Cobra Kai, because he wanted to do that since season 1, right? Remember the scene where Miguel and Johnny were hugging and Robbie wanted to join? I feel like it would have been so much better if Robbie was the one that took over as Cobra Kai's captain.
I wouldn't have had a problem if Robbie won. I would have loved it if Robbie won. But for me, it's also as a Miguel fan too. I'm also both a Robbie and Miguel fan.
Bro, I just don't like Miguel win. Miguel, I would rather have...
Hold on, Stevie-O. I'm just saying that I don't mind that Miguel won.
That's why Miguel sucks in part 3. That's why he sucks. His character sucks in part 3. I liked him more in part 2 because... And someone actually brought this up in one of the comments. Miguel, I would have rather had Miguel play the Apollo role, him supporting Robbie. That would have been so much better because we saw that in part 2. He was supporting Robbie. And that's why I still think to this day, Miguel's best part is part 2. I don't think part 3, Miguel is better than part 2.
I mean, and like I said, you're right. They should have built it up a lot better than they did. But like I said, it's like it or not, Miguel is the Cobra Kai Karate Kid of this show.
I don't know why. People...
He's Daniel LaRusso. So
I don't know why people keep saying Miguel
with Johnny as Mr. Miyagi, and even Joe said that. Even Joe has said that that Johnny has been more Mr. Miyagi than Daniel is, and that
I agree with that, but I don't get where people.
That makes Miguel Daniel. The show.
Yes, but Miguel is not the Karate Kid. I don't want people to keep telling me that. That whole thing pisses me off. Every time
that is what. But it is. The
Karate Kids are Daniel, Dre, and Lee Fong. Those are the only 3 Karate Kids now. And Julie Pierce too. I can't forget what.
I'm talking about the show.
Yeah, but no one's the Karate Kid in the show. No one.
Right,
no, I'm not even Robbie. Not even Hawk. No one's Karate Kid.
All right.
I do agree.
The point is that's why they brought it full circle. They brought it full circle because Miguel was it was Johnny's Cobra Kai that needed to win, and Miguel was Johnny's first student.
Why Cobra Kai? Why? And they keep hearing this thing of, CBO, the show is called Cobra Kai. Of course they need to win. I'm like, no, they don't need to win, bro. What are we talking about? Cobra Kai doesn't need to win. They don't need to win, bro. None of the versions need to win, bro.
All right. So what's this photo? Is this like this behind the scenes?
Yeah.
This is why part 2 is better than part 3. This photo.
I hated that. I hated that American flag mohawk.
I mean, I don't like that, but right. I don't like that. But this photo underground.
No disrespect to the American flag or anything like that. I just don't like Hawk sporting it on his head.
But I was gonna say underground, just from this photo alone, part 2 is still superior, bro. Because I actually like part 2. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they went to Barcelona
Yeah, that's better than whatever the heck they did in part freaking 3, bro. Part 3 sucks, bro.
Yeah.
There's only two good episodes in part 3, and that's it.
No, yeah, and like I said, I agree with you. They should have built it up, Miguel winning better. But like I said, all that matters is that for them, it brings the show full circle. And Miguel was Johnny's first student, and it was Johnny's Cobra Kai that needed to win, not Crease's, not Silver's, not Master Kim's, Johnny's.
Well, I don't.
That's why they made Miguel Cobra Kai captain.
I mean, I like Tori. Like I said, I like Tori winning because they actually build
They
it up
built
pretty
it up
well.
right,
Yeah,
but
Tori,
you're right.
Tori.
They
Yeah,
should have
the
built
whole
it
thing
up.
with Tori winning, felt earned. The whole thing with Johnny feeling earned, but Miguel's winning felt forced to me. It felt too forced.
I know.
Um,
I listen. I agree. They should have built it up better, but
no, Miguel should have never won. I feel like they should have had
I
someone else
mean,
win. Miguel
I
should have.
disagree. I disagree with that. If they would have built it up better, I agree. They should have built it up better. But Miguel winning as Johnny's Cobra Kai, it makes sense.
I would rather have him play the Apollo role. The Apollo role. If you guys seen the Rocky movies, that's when Apollo was supporting Rocky. I would rather have Miguel
I
do
mean, and
that.
this also is a good fair, maybe might be a hot take a little bit, but it's also, since we're probably not going to get any spin-offs with Miguel for a while, it's also a good send off to his character. Like I said, I'm a fan of both Robbie and I love both Robbie and Miguel. So either one winning doesn't really matter to me because both deserve to be the champions. But I will say this: it does make sense that it's Miguel that wins as Johnny's Cobra Kai because he was Johnny's first student, and
The whole reason,
he's the only student that actually remained loyal, firmly loyal to
I
Johnny.
mean, yeah, that is true, but the whole reason why Miguel even won, and people keep forgetting about this, is because he wanted to go to Stanford. That's the whole reason.
Well, and then they shifted it to him wanting to get revenge for to avenge Robbie.
And that's
But
one thing I don't like. Can these writers stop shifting things, bro? Just keep one thing and that's it. You don't need to shift it, bro. Like, honestly. And also, by the way, this photo underground is pretty cool. You got Yoon, Tori, Hawk, Dimitri, Quan, bro. Every time I see a photo of Quan, I get pissed off, bro. They did him dirty.
yeah,
Quan deserves better, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Dimitri, bro. Quan and Dimitri are friends, guys. Ooh, that's a plot twist. Yeah, that photo is cool. Quan. Why do they have to? I hate when they kill characters off for no
Okay.
reason. Uh, this photo, okay, this one, okay.
this
You
was
got
really
you got Robbie, you got Hawk, you got Sam, Devin, Tori, Kenny.
Oh, um, I believe this is one of the interviews that they uh that they had a while ago.
Also, some of these characters, I think they're wearing their outfits from the first episode part two because you see Robbie wearing his green outfit. You got Sam. No,
yeah,
Sam was wearing this in episode 8. What am I saying? She was wearing this in episode 8.
yeah.
Hawk was wearing this in episode 6. I remember that. Miguel was Miguel wearing that in episode 6? I think he was. Yeah.
I think so.
Uh, Dimitri, Kenny and Anthony. I think they were wearing that in episode 8. I don't know what Tori's wearing. I don't think I've seen her wear that before. But yeah. This is a cool photo. And obviously, you got your boy in the middle that made a cameo in this. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is a cool photo underground. I like this photo.
Oh, and here comes the most devastating ending.
Why you got underground? I knew you were gonna do underground. I knew you were gonna pull something. I knew you were gonna pull something.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
one of the
yeah, I mean, I don't like that they killed Quan off,
this
but
is one of the worst death scenes I've ever seen in my freaking life. I'm sorry. People can say what they want. This was basically for shock value because they wanted a cliffhanger for part two. Because what else could they do as for a cliffhanger for part two? Let's be honest. I mean, the
Yeah,
only thing.
and
yeah.
yeah, and
Although I will say this, this is what happens when you follow Kreese, and it finally and it's
Yeah.
sad that it took a death. It's sad it took the death of one of his students for him to finally get what Johnny and Daniel and Tori and eventually Tori and Hawk and eventually Robbie were all trying to tell him, but he
Well, I'm
wouldn't
gonna just say
listen.
right now, the big three. We need to have a little discussion here, real quick. Big three. I don't even know how to talk with you guys because you guys, right? You guys were in the writers' room. You guys were doing whatever the frig you guys wanted to do. This fight, this fight. But the one thing you weren't thinking of is, hey guys, we're doing the whole three parts. Let's make a cliffhanger. What's a perfect cliffhanger? Hey, right here, Quan dying. I'm like, he's like, okay, let's put that on the list, guys. Let's put that on the list. All right, Quan dying. Oh, we did it, guys. I'm like, okay, bro. Out of all the cliffhangers, you decided to do this. Honestly, I would have rather have Silver burn down the freaking arena over this, bro. Not saying a lot. Because at least Silver burning down the arena would be more crazy than this. Because wow, he's burning the arena, guys. Oh my gosh. But this is stupid, bro. I'm sorry. This is where the show jumps the shark for me. Like, I'm not joking, Underground. I was about to drop out of the show after this episode. Like, I
Oh,
didn't want to
I
watch
believe
part
you.
three.
I believe you.
Like, I didn't want to watch part three because I'm like, you jumped the shark. I mean, they did it twice in part two. They did it with the Robbie and Zara thing, and now they did it with Quan's death. They jumped the shark, and I don't like that. I can see
Although
why.
I will say this, Zard's fully deserved to get her teeth knocked out by Tori.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but the first time with the whole Robbie and Zara thing, I'm like, bro, writers, you're jumping in the shark, bro. Chill out a little bit, bro. Like after episode 8, bro, I really want to just leave the stream and not watch season 6 ever again, bro. Because I'm like, okay, I'm done with the show. What the frick are we thinking, bro? Like, what is this, bro? What am I like? What is this? Quan freaking dying, bro? Like, what am I watching, bro? The big three, bro. You guys did such a terrible job with this, bro. Freaking big three. Oh yeah, this is a cool photo. Hawk and Dimitri. Especially the yeah. And also, why are the? I don't think why are the okay. You know, forget. I'm not gonna talk about the captains because. Oh, by the way,
Um,
part 3 was rushed. By the way.
eh, kind of.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy, Underground? You don't. I don't know if you realize. Once you finish episode 12, did you notice the pacing change in episode 13?
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to go on a rant, but I was like, bro, why is this going so quick? Like relax a little bit. Like let's take our times, you know. And I wish that they made longer episodes. I don't know why the big three didn't make longer episodes.
Yeah.
Like you could have
Um.
made longer episodes, you know.
Yeah. Um. And here is the, the last picture. I thought it was cool.
It better be a good photo. Thank you, Underground.
This was a great photo.
I was about to say, Underground. If you show me that photo again of Quan dead, bro, I would be pissed.
Oh my gosh.
This is a cool photo, though.
Oh.
I don't trust you, Underground. I know what you're gonna do with Underground.
Oh. And and they and this is a set of another interview that they did in the Lone Lobos podcast, I believe.
Didn't they call this like the Sakai Takai house or something like that? I think they
Um,
did.
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
I remember that one video that they posted, and it was like, oh, the Sakai Takai house. But yeah. I also, by the way, Tanner looks great in this scene, by the way, or this
Yeah.
photo. Freaking love Tanner here. I don't know what he's doing to my boy's shoulder, but it's interesting. Also, I'm very sus. The underground.
What's up?
Don't ever show me that Quan photo again, alright, bro?
Oh, I this one?
No, bro, not that one, not that one. I mean, that's a cool one, but not that one. I mean, that's a cool one too. You know, yeah.
the dead one.
Oh no, underground. Don't even underground. Underground. Yeah, that's a
The
cool
dead
one.
one. The dead one underground.
Oh, well, I don't have it now.
Oh, okay. You should make that your profile pic.
Yeah, I don't have that one now. I deleted it.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
that's a cool. I love bro. Brandon's facial expressions photos makes me laugh. Bro, are you serious?
That's what the one I was talking about.
Underground, I knew you were trolling, bro.
I know. I was.
You should make
I
that your
was.
profile pic.
I was messing with chosen.
Bro.
You should make that your profile pic.
Nah, because that'll be too dark.
But yeah, underground. All I gotta say, bro.
Yeah, that'll
Season
be
6
dark.
underground. Just because you showed that photo, season 6 sucks. The big three were doing such a terrible job. They need to stop writing shows. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
All right. So, what's the next topic?
Yeah, is there any other topic underground?
Uh.
Best and worst
Uh.
moments.
All right. So there's best and worst moments. Uh. Best fights and worst fights. There's Hawk versus Brooks and Kyler. Uh, the Binary Brothers spinoff.
The Binary
Yeah.
Bros.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you ask me for that spinoff, I think that's
Hawk.
something we're gonna get down the line. I don't think it should be the first. But I mean,
Oh,
if we get it first, I won't. If it does great, I I'll proudly admit
I,
that I was
I'm gonna be
wrong.
Yeah.
honest, underground.
Hawk. Hold on.
I don't trust the spin-offs, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Hawk's
But
downfall.
if we get it somewhere down the line,
Hawk
um,
with
I think it would be better. So
Yo, underground.
And what did you think of Hawk's Mohawk's evolution?
Yo, underground.
What's up?
When it comes to the Binary Bro spin-off, I'm sorry, bro. I don't trust the spin-offs, bro. If I'm being
Oh,
completely honest.
you did say that.
Yeah,
You did say that.
because people keep forgetting that Sony has the rights for Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid. That's why I don't trust any spin-offs. They have the rights, bro. I don't trust them.
All right,
And I
so
mean,
best
it's
and worst.
true. I
What?
mean, it's true. People can deny it, but if you watch an episode of Cobra Kai, you will see Sony's name is on the freaking front, and I'm like, oh wait, oh shoot, they have the rights for this. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't trust them, bro. They did Karate Kid Legends, nah, bro, get me out of here, bro.
So best and worst moments.
Best and worst moments.
Um.
Uh, I'll go first underground.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first underground. Best moments? Let me think. All right. The first thing, Hawk making Sam cry. W Hawk guys in the chat. Hawk, you made Sam cry. Thank you, Hawk. Number two,
God damn, Chosen, that was pretty messed up, don't you think?
Wait. When did he make Sam cry?
after the arcade fight. W
Well,
Hawk.
that was her PTSD.
Well,
That was.
it's still making Hawk go, bro. You guys don't understand, bro. Hawk.
I wouldn't call that a W moment for because he broke Dimitri's arm.
I mean, not the him breaking his arm. I'm just talking about him making Sam cry. The whole thing, of him breaking his arm, is kind of messed up. Kind of like.
I
But
mean, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say that was a cruel moment for Hawk and the Cobras. Actually, if anything, Tori was the one who made Sam cry because she showed up and triggered Sam's PTSD.
no, it was Hawk, guys. Come on, guys. It was Hawk, bro. Hawk is the goat, bro. Okay. The next thing,
Damn, Chosen, how
So
messed
you
up
would
are
really say
you?
that was the best him making Sam cry.
well, there's other moments
Seriously,
that
seriously, like that would be the best moment because I would say I would rate the honestly I would rate the fight that he had with Brooks as one of the best.
I mean,
I
I'm not done yet though. I still have more to say. I mean, that was one of them, but there's other things I want to say. Hawk when Hawk got his when Hawk flipped the, or Eli flipped the script, that was another great moment. When when he got his villain, I love how he went to his villain arc. That was another great moment. His villain arc, because it was something pretty cool. Um, him redeeming at the end of season 3 was pretty cool. Um, oh, him winning the All Valley, that was cool.
yeah,
And I think that's everything that I can think of.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just curious, why was Hawk making Sam cry the best?
Yeah,
bro, I was just joking, bro. You guys fall
question
for the rage bait,
exactly.
bro. You fall for the rage bait. I wasn't.
No.
That's not the best moment. The best moment is if I had to pick one of the things I said, I'm gonna go with him redeeming. I think him redeeming is the best one.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Guys, hold on. Uh, can you answer my question before I leave? Okay.
Well,
Let's see. Off topic. Do you think Sensei Wolf's son is Carner Day?
No,
no, no,
Impossible.
nope.
I mean he could be. He could be his
It,
students, but I don't
no,
think
I mean, he
he's.
could be a student, but his son, no.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, what? And I said the worst. I have to say the worst moments too, right? Yeah, the worst moments.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Well, the biggest thing that everyone knows is him getting nerfed. That's like the biggest thing
Pick
because
2 moments this time. This time.
I mean, yeah, like him getting nerfed, like that. I'm sorry, bro. Him getting nerfed is easily the worst moment because why are you nerfing my boy? Let's see. Him breaking Dimitri's arm. Him. Oh, I gotta think. Oh yeah, him trashing the dojo in season 2
Chosen, I
uh,
said 2, not
and
3.
stealing the metal armor. Uh, him stealing the money from Nate and I'm trying to think on the ground. Him, oh yeah, him injuring Robbie's shoulder in the All Valley tournament, season 1. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. That's it. I think I said everything. Yeah, Hawk breaking his arm. Yeah, I said everything. Or does anyone else want to say anything?
Underground, do you want to name your best and worst moments for Hawk?
Um, well, Chosen already said one of them. Um, where he won the All Valley,
Right. That was the best moment. Yep.
and the second is when he got back with Moon.
Oh yeah, I should have added that on my list underground. Damn.
Well, it's Undergrounds now.
I mean that's a good moment, I will say.
Oh, as for the worst moments, uh, Hawk breaks Dimitri's arm. Uh, oh, um, yeah, and um, the fact that he assaulted the Miyagi-Dos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro. All the moments, the worst moments underground. I feel like the worst one for me personally is him trashing the dojo, bro. That I'm sorry, I love
Yeah,
Hawk, but you disrespecting Miyagi-Do's dojo and stealing the medal of honor is probably the worst thing you've done, Hawk. Like what the heck, bro?
Okay, so for me,
yeah.
I would say the worst moment is Not only him stealing the Medal of Honor, but him wearing the Medal of Honor as if it were some sort of trophy.
Oh yeah,
And,
that.
and
Yeah, he didn't earn
acting,
it.
acting like it was something to be proud of.
Thank
And
God Miguel humbled.
sarcastically saying, I guess I earned my Medal of Honor. I'm sorry, you deserve that beating from Miguel for that.
Thank God Miguel humbled him, bro.
Yeah. And and then his second worst moment, uh I'd have to say I have to say him I'd have to say the arm breaking thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
Him breaking Dimitri's arm. That was just uncalled for on Hawk. His best moments, I would have to say I would have to say his best moment was when he told Dimitri to shut up about MIT.
Oh yeah, that is the best moment.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
And I would say his other best moment was I would have to say his other best moment was when he came to Dimitri's defense in the house fight.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's a great moment. Also, I did want to add something to the worst moment because I did remember something from season 6 that I didn't like. The way Hawk was treating Robbie in part 2, in the beginning of part 2, was so terrible. Like him talking behind his back, like saying, "Oh, y'all, it should have been you out there, Miguel, not Robbie." I'm like, bro, no, that is messed up. And the fact that Robbie would, bro, Hawk is lucky that Robbie wasn't there to hear that because Robbie would beat him up, bro. Like I'm not kidding, Hawk, you would get humbled, bro. I would, and also Hawk, why are you talking, bro? You lost to Yoon, bro. Fucking terrible Hawk, man. But yeah, what is the next thing underground? All right, I'll go first because I think I already have my best and worst fights already. Um, the best fight is his fight with Robbie in season 4, bro. That fight, bro, you don't understand underground. That fight got me hyped. It was unpredictable. Him winning that fight was pretty cool. He won it fair and square. I will say as a Robbie fan, and I guess I can add an honorable mention to this list because I did like another fight. Well, there's two honorable mentions. His fight with Miguel in season 2, the Coyote Creek Underground.
yeah,
That was a great fight, bro. And then the second one is his fight with Miguel in the season 4 of Valley. Now those were some great fights that Hawk had, bro. And then I guess I can add another honorable mention because it wasn't really a fight, but it was something. Him beating up Brooks. Now that was a crazy moment, bro. Him beating up Brooks. Oh my god, that was dark, bro. That was dark. Uh, and then worst fights? Is it worst fights on the ground? Yeah, it's worst
yeah,
fights. His worst fight? I gotta think. There's a lot of fights I know from Hawk. Well, the first thing is his fight with Kenny in season 5. That's one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my freaking life. His second one is his fight with Dimitri in season 6, part 1. His third fight is it's not really a bad fight, but I just don't like it because I don't like it. His fight with Robbie in season 1, just because he injured Robbie's shoulder, that was a bad fight. Um, is there any other fights that I like from Hawk that I'm like, eh? His fight with what's his face? His first fight with Yoon because they nerfed him, bro. But yeah, that's the fights that I don't like. All right, who wants to go next?
Underground, you want to go next? Best and worst fights?
um, best fights. Um, one with he fought Brooks and won. Easy win. And for Um, and the worst fight, um, um, is when he lost to Kenny.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep. For me, I was gonna say for worst fights, I was gonna say that one where Hawk lost to Kenny. That was just sad. That was really
Ye-
just sad. Um, worst fight too. I would also say the fight between Dimitri and Hawk. In season 6, part 1. That was a pretty bad fight. And Hawk getting beaten by Dimitri. That was also sad. Best fight, I would have to say, okay, even though he lost, I would have to say the fight between Miguel and Hawk, in Coyote Creek.
That's an underrated fight.
Yeah, it's an underrated fight, but it really establishes just how far Hawk has really gone off the deep end, and it's like he really gave Miguel a run for his money. And yeah, he lost, but it's one of those fights where he deserved to lose, and it it was it's definitely an underrated fight. And I'd also point out the All Valley fight because no one here in the fandom thought that Hawk was going to win. Yeah, we all felt that Hawk should win, but we all felt because he wasn't like not Miguel or Robbie or Tori or Sam. It was it it was that he just wasn't going to win because of plot, but they threw us a curveball on that one.
That's
So
why that's why his fight with Robbie is so good because it's so unpredictable. Like honestly, that Robbie and Hawk fight could have gone either way if you really think about it.
yeah,
Like I even talked to some friends. I'm like, yeah, that fight could have gone either way. And by the way, when you said about the Hawk and Miguel fight in Coyote Creek, I don't know if you guys noticed this. That fight kind of parallels to the Dimitri and Hawk fight in season 6 because if you really think about that moment where Hawk is fighting Dimitri in season 6, Dimitri is basically like season 2 Hawk in that moment, and Hawk is more like Miguel if you really think about it.
well, yeah, except for one thing, Miguel actually was skilled enough to whoop Hawk's butt in the Coyote Creek.
Yeah, like Dimitri, the one with Dimitri and Hawk. Dimitri is more like season 2 Hawk in that moment because Dimitri kind of showed a little bit of the dark side. If you really think about it.
I mean, and Hawk only lost to two of those underrated fighters, to Kenny and Dimitri, because of cheap shots.
Yeah, Hawk. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Dimitri, you really think you're better than Hawk, Dimitri? Nah, bro. I'm sorry, no, you're not better than him, bro. Like you're not, Dimitri. Get out of here, bro. Go somewhere. Go to freaking MIT at this point. I don't know. Um. Underground. Want to talk
Yeah,
about the next thing? All right. Oh, bro. Speaking of this fight, some of you Cobra Kai fans out there are sleeping on this fight, bro. This fight with Hawk and Brooks is one of the most underrated fights. I know it wasn't really a fight, but it was so dark to the point I'm like, whoa, bro, whoa, Dark Hawk, bro. This is the Hawk we wanted to see in the Sekai Tekken, bro. This is the Hawk I wanted to see in the Sekai Tekken. Because
yeah,
we got this version of Hawk. Now, imagine this, right? You got the season 3 mentality combined with his season 4 mentality when he won the All Valley. Combine those two mentalities, bro. Hawk would be OP in the Sekai Tekken, bro. Because those 2 seasons, Hawk was going crazy. Like he was not holding back, and I wanted to see that version of Hawk in Sekai Tekken, and it's kind of sad we never got to see it. Like we saw Robbie hit Robbie's season 4 mentality when he was fighting Quan. We saw Miguel's season 2 mentality when he was fighting everyone in the Sekai Tekken and he was carrying. But we never get to see Hawk's season 3 mentality, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, this fight was freaking great. But yeah, you guys can talk about this fight if you want.
Um, Honestly, I felt like it was well deserved. Honestly, for Brooks and Tyler, like seriously, they had that coming. I don't agree with Hawk, like just brutally beating Brooks' face in over and over and over and over and over again. But you can't say you can't say that because honestly, that's what it took for at least for Brooks to learn his lesson.
Yeah.
You can't say they didn't really deserve it.
Speaking of that, this episode, right, Underground, I think this episode is called the King Cobra.
I think so.
The reason why it's called King Cobra is because of Hawk. Because, in that moment, Kreese chose Hawk as the King Cobra in that moment. That's why it's called King Cobra. I'm like, wait, why is it called King Cobra? Is it because of Kreese or Robbie? But no, it was Hawk. Well, you could kind of say it was Kreese too because of the flashbacks, right? But it was mainly Hawk. And I like that episode title. Alright, you guys anything else to say about this?
No, not really.
It's a great fight. You can go to the next thing if you want. Okay, now when it comes to the binary bros, now what I want to see if we do get this spin-off at some point, which we probably will, I want to see Hawk
Yeah,
win some fights. Please, bro, can Hawk win some fights? If you have Hawk win some fights in the spin-off, I'm gonna love this spin-off because that's the whole reason I'm watching the spin-off because of Hawk. Please,
yeah.
bro, let me say get
And
this guy.
like I said, if we get it first and it's great and they do that, then I will proudly admit that I was wrong and that I'm glad we got it first.
And if it is good, right? Let's just say the spinoff is good and it's the first thing. Then they'll most likely be like, you know what? The first spinoff, which is the Binding Bros spinoff, was good. Let's go with the other spinoffs now. Let's go with the Sam spinoff, the Robbie and Tori spinoff, because this spinoff was good. It was appreciated. We can go to the next one. Because it'll be such a perfect way to start these spinoffs. I feel like if they start the Binary Bros, I wonder how because people love Hawk, right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves Hawk because he has a big fan base. I think he has the biggest one, honestly, out of all the fan base. Like if you look at everyone else, they love Hawk.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I
yeah, like,
agree.
yeah, you could still, yeah. I think if they wanted to make this the first one, I'm okay with that. I'm not too mad about it because it's freaking Hawk. Now, obviously, Dimitri's in it, which I guess I'm okay with Dimitri. I know I didn't like him in season 6, but he's still a good character regardless. If you look
Yeah,
at his,
and
yeah.
I mean, and also too, I mean, I wouldn't count on though on seeing Miguel and Tori for a while just because they're, I'd rather see Sholo in as this is coming from a Miguel fan. I would rather honestly see Sholo in DC and take a break from Miguel for a while. I mean, we'll probably get Miguel somewhere down the line, but I'd rather take a break from him for a while and watch Sholo as Blue Beetle or really getting more involved in DC. And the same with Peyton with in School Spirits. I'd
Yeah,
rather
because I think
I'm okay
maybe
with that. I mean, and I love Tori now. I love her now, but I'm okay with not seeing her for a while because I think she's doing really well with School Spirits and her acting career is skyrocketing.
I think out of
So
all the main cast, I feel like Sholo is the one that's probably gonna take a break because yeah, you said a good point. Like he's gonna be too focused on Blue Beetle, and
so
he
I
really
think
wants to.
like I'm okay with not seeing Tori and Miguel for a while, and I think that's probably what we're gonna
I
wind
mean,
up
I don't
getting.
know because at the same time, I feel like the only way they're gonna do a Robbie spinoff is if Tori's in it. So that's why I'm
Well,
like,
no, not necessarily. They could really build up
yeah,
Robbie's
but they
character,
kind of here's the thing that
especially if they put him with Mike Barnes
yeah, but even with my
and
Barnes,
Jaden.
the thing that people keep forgetting is that at the end of part 3, which I know it's only part 3, but I'm just gonna say it. They really set it up to be Robbie and Tori spin-off, just not just Robbie. It was mainly those two, and I think,
I mean, they could
and
have
if they,
Tori
here's
like
the thing, if
guest
they,
star or something, but I think really more. I
here's
think
the thing, I'm not saying Tori's gonna play a big role like Robbie. I feel like Robbie's solely gonna be the focus, but I still think Tori's gonna be in it regardless.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like Tori could guest star, but I don't think she'll be. Like honestly, I think it's just really gonna be more of a Robbie spinoff, and I'm
And
okay with
I
that.
don't really like that though. I don't really like that.
Yeah,
Me
but
personally,
why? I mean, it gives Robbie the shine that he deserves.
yeah, I understand that. As a Robbie fan, even as a Robbie fan, I'm like, I'd rather have Robbie and Tori be like the thing, because people love Robbie and Tori together. Like I see a lot of people, the shippers, like the Kinry shippers, should I say?
They
And I
could
feel like
make
if
it work
Tori,
though. They
I feel
could
like if
make it
Tori,
work.
here's the thing though, I feel like if Tori's not really in it, the Kinry shippers are not gonna like that because they want both Robbie and Tori to be in it, and not just Robbie, which I don't blame them.
I
I mean, I
mean, I
don't really.
wouldn't blame them either, but it's like I said, Peyton is very much involved. Her acting career is skyrocketing. So it's like I said, due to circumstances that are beyond our control, as much as we love Tori, we might not get her for a while.
I'm just checking something. I mean, to be fair, I know she said she was busy with School Spirits. I think they're filming season 3 as of right now, for I can
Yeah,
remember.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like
but that here's the thing though. I don't think we're gonna get spin-offs like until like I don't know when, like 2027, 2028. I'm gonna say lean more towards 2027,
I
but
mean, we don't know how we don't know how far School Spirits is going to go, and it's like I said, I love Tori. I love Tori, and I love Miguel. But I both of them. I don't think we're going to see for a while in
I
spinoff.
just don't want I just don't want the spin-off to just be Robbie, bro. Robbie, because I love Robbie, but Tori, I want to see more of Tori's character too. Because I mean, to be fair,
We could,
they
but
did, they
it's not
did.
down the line, you know.
They did. Here's the thing that people forget: John Harvard's even tweeting himself. They did tease the Tory and Zara ever to come back.
They
So
did, but they didn't say that. They didn't say when though. It's like somewhere down the line. Like I said, we could maybe just be getting a Robbie spinoff. And honestly, all that matters to me is good story and good plot and Robbie getting the shine he deserves.
I mean,
That's
you could still have Robbie get the shot. I'm not saying Robbie should not get the shot.
no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, in regards to Peyton, we might not get her. We might not get her in a Cobra Kai spinoff for a while because, like I said, she's doing other bigger things.
Yeah, but to be fair, I just checked when Scoop Spirits come. Wait, let me check when. Hold on,
Right,
when
but we
does?
don't know when a Cobra Kai spinoff is coming.
Yeah, but I want to see when School Spirit comes. So I just want to know, like, uh, okay, it says 2026. It was scheduled to be 2026. Okay, so I'm gonna assume probably mid 2026.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we don't know when a Cobra Kai spinoff is
Yeah,
coming.
but what if it's after though? That's the thing I'm trying to say. What if it's
It,
after?
it, it could be after, but like I said, Peyton is doing a lot of big things, and it's like she might not be available for a Cobra Kai spinoff for
Yeah, but
a
here's the thing.
while.
Here's the thing that you keep forgetting. Everyone, I see a lot of people ask for Kinry spinoff, not just Robbie, but Kinry spinoff. I see almost like I don't know how many fans have been asking for this. I think almost like fan accounts, because I know there's a lot of Kinry shippers. Yeah, everyone, all the Kinry shippers are asking for a Kinry spinoff.
I
And if it's
mean,
just
and
about
like I said, we could get it somewhere down the line, but we could get a Robbie spinoff
yeah, but
first.
why would we do a Robbie spinoff and then the Kinry spinoff? You should just do one thing and then that's it.
Like I said, I don't. But it could be like I said, sometimes circumstances beyond everyone's control. We might not we might not necessarily get a Keenery spinoff with Robbie and Tori. We may not get it because like I said, Peyton is doing bigger things with her career. She's
Okay,
really
then I don't want the spinoff then if she's not in it. I don't want it because I even said to myself, if Robbie's gonna be in it, I want Tori to be in it too. So I don't want the spinoff. I'm good. I'm pretty
I
good
mean,
with
we could
that.
still get it, and like I said, we could still get it, and I hope we get it. But it's like, don't be shocked if we don't get
Well, if we don't get it,
Robbie and Tori spinoff because, like I said, Peyton is doing a lot of big things with her career.
well, I'm not watching the spinoff without Tori in it.
Okay,
And this is coming from a Robbie fan, by the way. I'm just saying this is coming from a Robbie fan. I'm not watching it without Tori in it.
but
Tori's already.
yeah. So in regards to the Binary Bro spinoff, I just don't
I
want
want
them to nerf Hawk. No
I
more
want
nerfing
Hawk.
Hawk.
I want Hawk to win fights. And you know, someone actually come up with a good idea that they could do with the spinoff. Imagine if Hawk and Dimitri go to Caltech, right? You know how funny would it be? Now this might be a huge reach because You know how after part 3, we don't know where Yoon is, right? Yoon was I think Chris said he sent him back, right? From what I can remember. How shocking would it be if Yoon was in Caltech? I mean, that's Hawk's rivalry, right? That's Hawk's rival. I feel like it would be perfect if Yoon is in the spinoff too, and we could get a rematch between Hawk and Yoon. And Yoon is smart. Yoon is smart. Let's not forget, he's pretty smart. That's what I'm saying. You know, Yoon could be in the spinoff too. I mean, I'll be down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See more
Yep.
Yoon's character
What
too.
do you think? What do you think of a Binary Bros spin-off Underground?
Um. 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 I think of it as a comedy slash techie show.
It'll be funny, bro.
Yeah,
I know it'll be a funny show because it's Hawk and Dimitri, it's the Binary Brothers, and I feel like it'll be
yeah.
so funny.
Imagine if we get a karate tech fight between with Dimitri and Hawk and other like rivals, like them having like we have like karate fighting robots.
You know, bro. It'll be so funny if Hawk and Dimitri are like coming rivals, and he's fight, and they beat everyone, and then Yoon comes in. Yoon is like, "Hey guys, remember me?" And then Hawk gets.
Imagine if they invent a karate fighting robot.
I would love that. Like Hawk, like the Hawk and Yoon, right? Hawk and Yoon, they go into a tournament where they gotta like build a robot, like a fighting robot thing. Bro, that would be peak. I will say now that I would actually like. If they do that, I might actually like this spinoff more. Please, writers, I need bro Hawk and Yoon, bro. I want to see more Hawk and Yoon's rivalry. Honestly, give me more of that rivalry, please. Like that rivalry was too damn funny, bro. You think you got the best? You think you're the best, Hawk? Like, bro, Yoon, bro. But yeah, I'm hoping we get a spinoff for this. I think it will be pretty cool. But that's
Yeah,
all I gotta say about the spinoff. Actually, that's all I'm gonna say.
and me too. What about you, Underground?
I I think I said my piece already.
Okay.
Hawk's downfall, bro.
Yeah.
Hawk's downfall pisses me off. Man. I don't know why the big three keeps doing this, bro. And it's mainly the big three because they're the one that's writing the freaking show. Why do you keep nerfing Hawk? Okay? And this is not only a season 6 problem. This has been a problem since season 5. The big three needs to start realizing that the fans are having a problem. And this is the thing that a lot of people have been having a problem with when it comes to writers. They ignore the negativity of the show. The John Hurwitz needs to stop ignoring it, bro. He needs to stop that. When someone says, "Oh, John, why did you nerf Hawk?" and John's like, "I'm gonna ignore that." I'm like, "No, bro. You shouldn't ignore your fans. You should respond and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that bad. We'll fix the character in a spinoff." That's all you need to say, bro. That's all you need to say. And I'm like, okay. He realizes the mistakes. He's gonna fix it in a spinoff. I'm like, okay. He's learning. But he doesn't say that. And Hawk's downfall, bro. Sucks, bro. It sucks.
Yeah, I hated that they nerfed Hawk so badly. Like they could
Yeah,
have done
me
something
too.
like with him, but they just threw him away after he won the All Valley.
What was the point of him winning the All Valley? Honestly, I want to know what was the point. Like, you could have, and so many people brought this up. Hawk should have played a way bigger role after he won the All Valley. A way bigger role because when you win the All Valley, the characters play a big role, right? Like Miguel winning season 1. After he won in season 1, he played a big role in season 2, right? He played a big role in season 2. Tori, Tori, I know she didn't really win because the silver bribe to rep, but Tori still played a bigger role after she won in season 4. Why didn't Hawk play a bigger role? And this is the problem I have. When, like, bro, at this point, Robbie should have won the freaking All Valley if you're not going to do anything with Hawk. But I always wished that Hawk played a bigger role. Like, I feel like he should have played more like a leader role, if you really tell me. Because he won the All Valley, he knows everything, he's there for everyone in the Valley. He's out there helping people in the valley. That's what he should have done in season 5. But no, he didn't do that. Freaking writers. Pissing me off, bro. And by the way, Hawk is the GOAT. It's just sad that he has to deal with this. And I feel bad for Jacob because, even Jacob himself didn't like the fact that his character was nerfed. You can even see the interviews with him. But yeah. Underground,
Yeah. Um.
you can go.
Um. 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 I think uh the downfall of Hawk is when he lost his purple hair.
Yeah.
Honestly, Underground, I agree, bro. Like people talk about, oh, he lost it after winning the All Valley. No, he lost it when he lost his purple mohawk. Because once he lost that, bro, we never saw Hawk at his true potential ever again, bro. Because now, yes, he won the All Valley, but like before that, he wasn't really that great. If you really think about it. I mean, like, bro, like,
Why? Well, I mean, I actually said that the writers kind of like threw Hawk away when after he won the All Valley. I
I
would
think,
say that
I think,
that
I
wasn't
actually,
the start of his downfall. I do agree, Underground, that the start of his downfall was when they shaved his mohawk.
Yeah.
because you're like, and so dumb. After they did that, they don't even do anything with Hawk's character after that until he won the All Valley. If you really think about it,
Mm-hmm.
like episode 6, episode 7, episode 8, episode 9, bro. Like what he does in those episodes? What does he do in those episodes? Like, bro, that's my problem with season 4. This is my big problem with season 4. Like you could have done way more, and the biggest missed opportunity is Hawk and Daniel. That's the biggest missed opportunity right there. Hawk and Daniel, bro. Like the fact that we never got to see Hawk train with Daniel at all in season 4 pisses me off. But yeah, the tragic downfall of Hawk is sad.
Yeah.
I remember the days when he felt so important to the story in the first 3 to 4 seasons. Those were the good
Yeah.
days of Cobra Kai. Those were like the true days of Cobra Kai. Honestly, now I can see why people stopped watching after season 4, honestly. I understand. I don't blame them. After season 4, the show just doesn't do anything good.
Yeah. Hawk and Moon though was a
I
great
mean, Hawk and
couple.
Moon, low key, bro. I know before I used to think Henry was the best couple in the show, but honestly, I feel like Hawk and Moon are the best couple in the show if you really think about it. Because throughout the show, you could see the development with Hawk and Moon. Like in season 2, right? Or season 1, he gets with Hawk. She gets with Hawk. She likes him. And then season 2, she's still with him, but then she realized how much of a bully Hawk was, so she breaks up with him. And in season 3, she sees that Hawk is becoming more evil. Season 4, Hawk gets his redemption. He gets back with Moon, and she's the reason that he even won the All Valley because of his confidence. Season 5, they're still together. They're happy. Season 6, they're still happy together. But yeah, they're the best couple in the show. And Hawk was loyal to Moon in season 6 too. I think they're better than Tori and Robbie.
Yeah. Um,
They're better than Sam Miguel. They're better than who else? Yasmin and Dimitri. Better than all 3 of them combined. None of those other couples even come close to this one. I mean,
um.
yeah, like, go ahead, Aaron.
Melissa,
No,
do you have anything?
I said my piece. I think that Hawk and Moon were a great couple.
Oh, same here. Honestly.
Yep. Can't have any complaints with them.
Haunt's illusion, Mohawk illusion.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a real I thought it really made his character like shine and stand out. And the only thing I just that I'm a little bit nitpicky with is the American is that the American flag that they have like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, not that nothing against the American flag or anything like that, but it's just I didn't like it how it was on Hawk's head.
You
Like
know
it
what they should have done actually with the American Mohawk? You know what they should have done? Someone actually brought this up to me. I feel like it would have been better if they had like if his Mohawk was basically like red, a little bit of red, white, and blue instead of a full like actual American flag. I feel like that would have been better, me personally, because it wouldn't be too weird, you know. It would just be a Mohawk color Mohawk, three different color Mohawks, and that's it. I don't know why they did the whole star, like the stars on it. I think there were stars on the Mohawk too, because you know the American flag has stars. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but I do like his Mohawk evolution. I think you know he went from blue to red to purple to what else? What was it?
Uh,
Green
yeah,
was it green?
green. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
green.
blue again, and then the American flag, and then turquoise. I think I do like the turquoise one. The turquoise one in part three looks so cool. I still think though, underground, the best color mohawk is the red one. I love the red one. I don't know what it is. The red one was so damn cool.
Yeah. Um, but like the purple one.
Yeah, the purple one is also cool. I think the red one. If I had to rank the mohawks from like worst to best, the least one is the American flag, and then I'm gonna go with the green one in season five, and then I'm gonna go with there's three different blue colors. I gotta think which one is the worst one. There's three different blue ones. I'm gonna go with the blue from season five, like the one from the brawl. And then I'm gonna go with the blue from season six, part one. Then I'm gonna go with the blue from season one. Then I'm gonna go with the turquoise. Then I'm gonna go with the purple one, and then the red one's the best one.
Oh, okay.
For me, I'd have to say the red one was the best, with the purple and blue one coming at a close second, and the only thing I would have to say is the worst is the American flag one, Hawk.
What about the green one? Did you like the green one? Yeah,
I mean the green one was okay. I mean it was better than the American flag one. I mean it just made Hawk look weird, you know. It
yeah. It kind of. I don't know if it's just me. When I was watching that scene where he was fighting Kenny, for some reason the mohawk looked so weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the angle. I'm glad he got rid of that. Actually, I'm actually happy he got rid
yeah.
of that. I don't like that much.
And for me, I think every color represented who Hawk was.
That is true, actually. As much as I don't like the American flag, it does kind of actually kind of represent. Because in the red one, right? The red one was the dark side. The blue
Yeah.
one was more of the light side. The purple one was more like balance, if you really think about it. And then the turquoise one was also pretty cool. Um, the green one was more like Miyagi Do, if you really think about the green one. And then the American flag is basically him fighting for America.
Yeah, which I mean, like I said, I'm not against like I said, like this isn't me dissing the American flag or him fighting for America. It just looks weird on Hawk's head.
I
It
feel like,
looks it looks
yeah.
weird.
I feel like if they did it,
Looks
I feel
too
like it would have
weird.
been better if they just made it like a color mohawk and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, okay, that's pretty cool. Is that it on account? Is that all the topics?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hey, we got through all of it without going crazy. We got through all of it.
Yep. Yep. This was a good stream. This was a really good stream.
Yo, underground.
What's up?
Did you notice something in my profile picture?
I did.
Look at what he's wearing on his head.
I know he's wearing the captain's headband.
That someone actually photoshopped that. That's why I found it. Someone actually photoshopped that. Like he was like the Miyagi-Do captain. That's why I chose that photo.
Yeah. But this was a really good. This was a really great stream.
But yeah, it's probably one of the. I feel like me personally, out of all the character streams, I think this was one of the. I think this was the best one because we had a lot to say about Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
By the way, I am thinking about I either talking about Silver or Crease next.
I mean,
I think
I voted silver.
yeah, because me personally, I think it would be better if you do Silver first then Crease because Crease was the first OG villain. So I feel like if you do Silver first then Crease, that would be better.
All right.
And actually, I got a lot to say about Silver and Crease actually because there's a lot I got to say about those two characters.
I
Yeah.
bet you do.
Because
Yeah.
Silver is still to this day the best Karate Kid villain in the whole Miyagi-verse. You know, the fact that he got the introduction of that character in season 4. That's like the only thing that made season 4 so good is his introduction. I also love Kreese too, especially season 3 Kreese. Season 3 Kreese is still my favorite version of Kreese. He was a
Yeah.
menace in season 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say season 4 Kreese is close second. I actually did like season 4 Kreese a lot because that's where they really like make him more like a human being. If you really think about it, because you actually see a little bit more depth to his character in season 4.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
season 5, I think he was in prison, right? In season 5, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah. He was in prison in
I
season
liked his
5.
prison arc in season 5. And then season 6 was, yeah, I'm not going to go into season 6. I will go into it when we go to the stream, when we get to the stream, but I'm not going to go into it now. Because season 6 Kreese was very questionable at times, I will say. I mean, part 1 Kreese was terrible. Part 2 Kreese was even worse. Part 3 Kreese was... He was okay. I mean, he wasn't great. He was just okay. Like, he did get his redemption arc at the end, but... Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. Alright, Underground, alright, are you gonna end the stream or we're gonna wait here for freaking 3 hours? Underground, are we gonna wait here for 3 hours more or what?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Chosen, these comments you make, I
Yeah.
swear.
I mean, I made that one comment on Joe's stream about Sensei Kim Underground, remember?
Yeah, I saw it. And that's all.
Bro, Sensei Kim, bro.
well, I actually have to start heading out because it's getting pretty late where I am.
Alright.
I'm a
Right. But this was a
I'm
great